Hi guys, it's John again. This is like the third time I've done this video. Been having some technical difficulties. Um, haven't done an e-cig review for a while. I don't really do a hardcore technical review with a 1 to 5 scale or anything like that. Just my take on the product and what I think of it uh, in real world use, I guess. I think the last video I did was a while back on the KR808D1s and the 510s, 901s. It's been a while. I bought a new house, moved, so I've been pretty busy. Uh, First one I want to go over today is a new one I tried, and I know told myself I'd never go back to a 3-piece unit after I started using the Vapor King from Vapor for Life, which is a KR808D1 2-piece cartomizer style e-cig. I've had really good luck with it. They work great, nice and comfortable in the hand, a little bit bigger than a regular cigarette, but from a distance nobody can tell until they see the end of it light up anyway. Works superbly, and that was my main e-cig for a long time. And then I saw this new Joye Tech product come out, and it is the Joye Ego Tank. And this is a very versatile e-cig. I like it because it's got a huge battery, 2 batteries. You can either get this right here is the battery. It's push button, lights up when you push it, and it does have a locking feature. You hit it 5 times really fast and you lock it, so if you throw it in your pocket you won't accidentally activate the battery. This is a 650 milliamp hour battery, so that'll last you most of the day. And if you find it doesn't, they do have a 1000 milliamp hour battery, and you can get these anywhere. Some of the parts I got from lightsigusa.com. Some of them I got from myvaporstore.com. They're all interchangeable. They are 510 threaded devices, so you can use a tank style cartomizer with the liquid tank. No filler in this. So this thing is consistent down to the last couple of drops of liquid, and I think it'll hold somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 milliliters, 3.5 milliliters. So between the size of the tank and the battery, one of these will last you all day. You don't have to carry around 3 or 4. I mean, I do anyway because I like a variety of flavors, at any one time. But one of these will definitely get you through the day, or most of the day anyway. This is the Mega Atomizer. It's the same diameter as the battery all the way up. Here's one off of the battery, and you can see it's a pretty good size tank, and that's Type B, the Mega. It also has a Type A, which has a slight cone shape to it. Uses a little bit smaller tank, probably about maybe a little less than half the size of the Mega. Or you can use a regular 510 atomizer and cartridge. You can use a 510 cartomizer. You can use 510 style tank systems on these, so all kinds of different combinations you can do. I prefer just to use it with the tank. Works really well. Tons of vapor. The flavor's great. You don't get that burnt taste from if you run low on liquid and you start burning up your polyfiller, because there is no polyfiller. Just pop it off, fill it up, put the cap back on it, stick it in, and you're ready to go. So that is, I do highly recommend the Joye Ego system, whether you choose the tank, cartomizers. Like I said, if you've already got 510 parts, 510 cartomizers or atomizers, you can use those with this battery. And if you do, you can actually, because the connector's kind of small there, so it might look a little weird just with a regular atomizer. Here's a 510 atomizer. Screws right in. Looks kind of strange, but you can get a cone that screws on these outer threads that gives it the tapered look. So it's a more seamless design, I guess. And the cones are $2 or $3 a piece. They're not expensive. You can get one of these kits, starter kits, for like $50, which is, for the amount of battery you're getting alone, is a really good deal. So that's the Joye Ego Tank, one of my new favorites. I'm constantly back and forth between this and my 808s. Really good throat head on those. Next one, not too thrilled about. I've tried these about a year and a half ago when they had the old style, and that would be the Blue E-cig. I know these are pretty popular. A lot of people like them. I think they're a little bit smaller than a Super Mini. I'd call them a micro size, just because of the size of the batteries and the cartomizers. Tried the original one, 3-piece, separate atomizer and cartridges, like I said, about a year and a half ago. Was not impressed with it at all. It was more trouble than anything just to keep the thing working, so I sent that back. Picked this up because they started selling them at the local Walgreens for $49.99 for the kit. The kit comes with and this is a personal charging case. It will charge your batteries. Can carry 5 cartomizers. This hole right here, you can screw the battery in and it will charge the battery on the go. And it has one more slot over here that holds a fully assembled e-cig. And of course comes with the USB cable to charge the charging pack. And it also comes with the little wall adapter with the USB slot, and it comes with a little slim USB charger that you can just pop right in there and put it in the wall and charge it. So multiple charging options with this, which is good. The pack is small, you know, fairly lightweight. You can stick it in your pocket just like a pack of cigarettes and go. A lot of people like them. I figured I'd try it again since they did come out with the 2-piece style, which I thought might be a little bit of an improvement. The cartomizers are about the same length as a KR808 cartomizer. They're thinner. They're 8mm diameter, I believe, and they are also 510 thread compatible. So you can use a blue battery with a 510 cartomizer or atomizer, and vice versa. You can use the blue cartomizer with a 510 battery. It's just they're a little bit different diameter. So, but a word of warning: do not try to charge a blue battery in a 510 charger, or a 510 battery in a blue charger. Even though it'll screw in, the polarities on these are reversed. The center contact is negative and the thread contacts are positive. So you'll either fry the battery, the charger, or probably both. Cons about this, like I said, the good things is the charging pack is handy. You can always have a battery in there charging. The batteries do not last long at all. I mean, you can see how small that battery is compared to, say, a Vapor King battery. Big difference. These things are rated at 80 milliamp hours. Not much at all. I'm a pretty heavy vapor, and this thing might last me a half an hour if I'm sitting at the desk, you know, puffing away at work or here at home in front of the computer. Vapor production is okay. Throat head is almost non-existent. The flavors are good, but definitely less vapor than, you know, a Vapor King, or even a, you know, regular 510 here. One of my old 510s. I've had this forever and it still works good. This thing still pumps out tons of vapor. I think that atomizer is probably a year and a half. I've had it for about a year and a half and it still works good. The Blue E-cig again, I'm not impressed with it. Unfortunately, I threw this receipt away, so I'm stuck with it. But like I said, they're 510 thread compatible. Um, they are also the same size and thread as a 306 model E-cig. So I'm thinking of getting some blank 306 cartomizers and see if they perform any better. Because these just, I don't think it's the battery's fault. I think it's the cartomizer design. Because I measured these and they're about 3.7 ohms. And the 306, you can get them in 2 ohm and 3 ohm. So I'm thinking maybe the lower resistance will give me a little bit better vapor and throat hit. Of course, it's probably going to chew through the battery that much quicker. So that's my take on the Blue. You know, $49.99 for the starter kit is not bad. The cartomizers are a little on the expensive side. 5 cartomizers will run you $14.99 at Walgreens. 5 cartomizers for an 808 I can get for $9.95 online, and they hold probably 3 times as much as one of these. So if you're a casual user of e-cigs and you prefer flavor over throat hit, you like a nice small compact e-cig, then you might want to give it a try. If you're a hardcore, you know, constant vaping, you like a really good throat hit, I wouldn't recommend these because I've refilled them. The highest they come in is 18 milligrams, which is what this is, 18 milligram tobacco flavor. And I have refilled some with 24 milligram, and even with that, the throat hit is not that great, and they don't seem to perform very well after you refill them. And I think that might be because they come with Johnson Creek e-liquid. That's who makes their e-liquid, and it's a VG based, which is probably why you get as much vapor as you do out of these things. I used a PG based, and I didn't get as much vapor. The flavor was okay, but still not much of a throat hit. So I would say 50-50. It depends on what you're looking for. You can give it a try. If not, you can always take it back. They have a pretty good guarantee. So I personally wouldn't recommend the Blue to a heavy vapor. The Tank, on the other hand, I highly recommend, because you can puff on this thing constantly and it'll last you for hours and hours and hours, especially if you use the high capacity battery on it. That battery will definitely last you all day, and you may go through 2 of these or 1.5 if you're a really heavy vapor. You know, 2 of these tanks. So I give that a thumbs up and recommend that. And as always, I always recommend the KR808s. So once again, that's my 2 cents worth. Hopefully I helped some of you guys out there with some little interesting facts about this, especially the charging issue with the Blue and the 510s. They are opposite polarity, so don't mix and match chargers between the two. You can mix and match cartomizers and atomizers and batteries all you want. Do not mix chargers and batteries between the two, because you'll end up blowing something up. So that's my take on it, and hope you found it interesting. And I will try to get up here when I get some 306 cartomizers for the Blue E-cig and see if that maybe makes it a more usable e-cig in my case, you know, for my personal preferences. So until then, we will see you later, and happy vaping. Thanks.